Is the message really the medium? Stay tuned. Hello again, everyone. I'm Eli's dad with Project Eli, where we educate, we lead, and we inspire. And we just finished a huge series. So today I'm going to take some time and answer a letter or two from some of our subscribers. So let's get right to it. Dear Eli's dad, I'm a faithful follower of your personal development channel, Project Eli. I love the blueprints that you provide for success. I know you're speaking to your son Eli, but I feel like you're speaking directly to me and my issues. My question is, how come when I share your insights with others, my friends, parents, and coworkers, do they respond with either apathy or a declaration that it's just too much work and that they have better things to do? Doesn't everybody want to be a success? And it's signed, "Thanks again, Wanda Y." Well, don't wonder why, Wanda Y. I can give you the answer. The message is not the medium. The mind is the message. Let me give you some examples that from just events that have happened in the last couple of months that I want to share with you that I found amusing, that I jotted down. I was watching the NCAA basketball tournament, I don't know, a month or two ago, and they have commercials in between the action, and one of the big sponsors declared themselves as the official chicken wing of the big dance. Now, does that matter to me that they are the official chicken wing of the basketball tournament of the big dance? It must matter to somebody, because that's how they ended their commercial, which I'm sure was not inexpensive. The official chicken wing of the big dance. A different thing. I was going through, on your TV they have that page that lists all the shows that are on, so you can look. Well, I was looking for a basketball game, and I'm looking at all the different shows, and I see that one of the shows is a show called Dr. Pimple Popper. That got my curiosity. They were doing two. Somebody was binge watching Dr. Pimple Popper. There were two of them right next to each other. The first one, I looked at the description. The description said, Gerald is back to see the doctor and hand specialist about a huge intrusive bump on his middle finger. Well, Wanda, I must tell you that somebody out there must think that I'm a doctor, because I was driving the other day, and I think they were showing me the bump on their middle finger as we were driving by. But I digress. The other description, very simply, was, the other description was, Vinny has a large embarrassing birthmark on his neck, and Lita has a lump on the back of her thigh that she's been hiding from her fiance. Wanda, let me give you some news here, okay? The answer is, successful people versus unsuccessful people are divided 95% unsuccessful, 5% successful. For as long as they've been measuring those statistics, the numbers have remained very, very constant. The first person that I ever saw express, those numbers was a gentleman named Earl Nightingale, who was a student of Napoleon Hill, the Napoleon Hill of Think and Grow Rich fame. And these statistics that he gave us way back then in the 1950s. Out of 100 people that are born 65 years ago, starting at age 25, okay, they're 25 to 65. Of the 100 people, 1 is rich. 4 are financially independent. 5 are still working. 54 are broke or dependent upon Social Security or others for survival. And the remainder have died. So he points out that at age 65, and at that time, and may still be, but at that time in in the richest country on the planet, 95% of the people after 40 years of work are either dead or dead broke. Why does that happen? Because people get distracted, they don't have a specific purpose, they don't set goals for themselves, and they don't have clear objectives, and they don't break them down into their smallest components and focus on something that's going to get them where they want to go. They live day by day, minute by minute, and they don't have any kind of a game plan whatsoever. They are a ship without a rudder, and they're surprised when they, at the end, when they run out of fuel, that they haven't reached the port that they were hoping to reach. Well, duh. You see, Wanda, every era has a dominating, distracting influence. Just to name, in the relatively recent past, there was radio, there was TV. Nowadays, what are we talking about? We're talking about social media. Every era has a distraction. There's something that prevents people, and my thoughts are that because our education system has remained virtually unchanged since the 1800s, where they're teaching people to do stuff instead of teaching people how to think and how to problem solve and how to be creative and how to be imaginative. And there is, as you know from watching my channel, blueprints that help you to achieve these things. They're not teaching that in school. Instead, they're teaching you that Betsy Ross sewed the first flag. Very, very important. Why do I need to know that? You follow what I'm saying? You need to teach people how to fish and not show people to fish. And what you end up with is something very close to Twitter. And here's an opinion that I saw somebody say on Twitter, and I thought it was right on, so I jotted it down. Twitter is like being able to read bathroom walls from all over the world. Now, I'm not saying that all social media is bad, okay? Just as I'm not saying that all radio is bad or all TV is bad. You know, those are distractions. But there's too much of it. There's excess. People are stepping away from the fundamentals of life, from interpersonal communication. You see people more often walking down the street with their hand in their face looking at their phone than you do see them talking to individual people. Is what I'm saying making any sense? That is the key element, is the distractions and the fact that there's no individual focus to the education. Just like in a business, you need to have a vision, you need to have a focus. The focus of our educational system was to get people ready to go to work in warehouses or factories. That's what it was designed to do in the 1800s. It hasn't changed all that much. But times have changed. Information doubles every 2.5 to 3 years, so the information that you get in school becomes obsolete unbelievably quickly. The point is, we need to teach people how to think. We need to change the vision of what our educational system is designed and set out to do. Wanda, always remember, have a vision, have a focus, have a burning obsession, have a burning desire that you want to achieve. And when you're seeking to achieve it, always remember the main thing. Don't ration the passion, fashion the passion. I'm Eli's dad.